Hi loom knitters, and welcome to the Lopsided Crafter loom knitting channel. My name is Erica, and I was asked to do a tutorial on how to do the Kitchener cast on a loom such as this from Cindy Wood Crafts. This is their sock loom that is adjustable, meaning that you can move the pegs in or out on the slider to get a smaller or larger sock circumference. This particular one is set up for 60 pegs. And one thing that I like to do a little different with this loom, I do not use the starting peg when it is in this position. I like to move it over a couple pegs so that it is kind of in line with this end and this end. It makes it easier for casting on and to kind of keep your stitches on the same side as far as your shaping for your toe and your heel. Everything else is still the same. I have it set up as a 60 peg sock, so I have 10 from here to here, 10 from here to here, and 11 here in the middle. That is my toe bed and my heel bed. The first thing you're going to want to do is put your tail through this opening here in the back and secure it to your stopper here. Bring the working yarn to the front of the loom. You're going to want to go in between the marked peg and the peg directly next to it. Now, the way I'm going to start wrapping is for a right-handed person. If you are left-handed, you do the same exact thing, but in the opposite direction. Now, the first thing you're going to do is bring that yarn through the area between your two pegs, and you're going to wrap it around the back. The first couple pegs are very fidgety. You're going to have to probably hold the yarn. You're going to bring it back around the front, and then you're going to come over to the side. Now you want to make sure that you get this peg that is directly in line with your spacer. So you're going to come over here and go behind it and wrap it around the front. Now, turn your loom and find that next peg, which is right here. But we want that yarn to be behind it, but we want this yarn to stay here. So I'm hold my finger right there on that yarn and move that where I need it to be, and then come back around. From there, you're smooth sailing back and forth on every peg until you get to the other end. This is just like my other Kitchener cast-on videos. You have to, go slow. Make sure you're getting every peg. Hold your tension taut, but not tight. And make sure, like I said, that you get every peg, and try to stay consistent, not, don't stop, because if you do, it will bounce off of there and you'll have to restart. Trust me, I've done it many times. Many times. But wrap every peg all the way down. And now this loom is just like every other loom. Sometimes your yarn gets stuck down here at the bottom. So you'll just have to, work with that once you get to that point. But try to maintain your tension so that what you've already done doesn't jump off the loom. Okay, so we're back down here at the other end. And we are going to go around those last few pegs. So we're going to go around this last peg here on this side, go to the back, go around this peg, go around the back and bring it back around the front, And now we are set up to loom knit clockwise for a right-handed person. And if you are left-handed, your yarn should be going in this direction. And that is how you do the Kitchener cast on a loom such as this from Cindywood Crafts. There is no different in the way that the sock is made, no difference in your diameter or rows or anything like that. If anything, the difference between this one and the oval sock loom, the only difference is you should have less yarn here for your Kitchener cast on. And that is it. That is the only difference. So from here, you would just knit your sock based on the pattern that you're using, or do the vanilla sock, or follow one of my other tutorials. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Comment below. Do all the things. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you find it handy for our upcoming September 2025. And until next time, happy loom knitting. Bye.